If you want to win in 2024 as an online fitness coach, then you need to make sure that you have the right strategy for winning to take place. A big mistake that I see all the time with fitness coaches is that they have no problem with putting in the work. The problem is they're putting the work towards the wrong strategy. Thus, they're working really hard and not getting the result that they want. It's kind of like if your goal was to watch the sunset, and instead of running west to see the sunset, you're running east. No matter how hard you work, you will never watch the sunset because the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Personal trainers and fitness coaches are kind of like the person that's running east to watch the sunset. They're working really hard, but they're working hard in the wrong direction. You watching this, you probably have an idea of which direction to run, but you don't have a step-by-step process, a winning formula to guarantee your results to get you to your goal. Chances are, if you're watching this video, then you're a fitness coach or aspire to be an online fitness coach, and you also understand what it takes to have a transformation and to get to low levels of body fat. You, to a degree, have a step-by-step system with how to build muscle, burn fat, and get into excellent shape. You know you need to prioritize weightlifting over cardio. You know you need to hit your macros and prioritize your protein. And you know that you need a certain amount of rest and recovery days. And you also know that over a period of time, the cardio will change, the macros will change, and your workouts will get more varied. That's because what's happening in that moment is a process taking place, taking you from one level to the next level. If you do this process wrong, at any moment you won't get the results, or results will slow down. So the same idea of having a strategy to build muscle, burn fat, and get into incredible shape, we also need a strategy for our business to post content, to make sales, to manage our business, to scale our business. If you don't have a strategy in place for those things, no matter how hard you work, you won't get the result that you actually are looking to achieve. Now, I want to take a step back and talk about what it will look like to have the right strategy with your fitness business and what a winning fitness business will look like. Well, for one, you as the CEO will have time, freedom, and money, and most importantly, your clients are also getting amazing results. So if you really want to win in 2024, it's understanding that you need the right formula and the right strategy that will solve the time, freedom, and money challenge. Now, you don't need all the time in the world. You also don't need all the freedom in the world, and you damn sure don't need all the money in the world. But you do need a certain amount of time, freedom, and money to be able to live your dream life, which is a life worth living. I once heard that getting a six-pack is harder than building a six-figure business. And after doing both multiple times, I will say that getting and maintaining a six-pack is way more difficult than getting and maintaining a six-figure fitness business. With that being said, if you've ever worked hard to get in shape and you got a six-pack, or you did a fitness show, or you yourself had your own personal fitness transformation, you are more than capable of building a six-figure coaching business as well. You've already done harder things. Getting a six-pack or stepping on stage is way harder than building a six-figure business. The reason why is because you understand the process of transformation. Once again, the reason why is because you understand the process of transformation, how to get from point A to point B. You have to do the same thing with your fitness business as well. You have to have the vision, you have to have a plan, and you have to have faith to see your vision all the way through to completion. If you don't have that, you will never see your vision manifested. That's kind of how this whole thing works, okay? So overall, how you're going to win in 2024 is by having the right strategy. Everything starts with having the right strategy. Now, in total, there are 3 winning formulas that I'm going to share with you in today's video. The first formula was all about having the right strategy and making sure that you have a winning strategy for your online fitness business to solve the time, freedom, and money problem. Now, if you need help developing the right strategy, then I highly recommend that you just binge watch every single video of mine. I give you everything for free, all right? The second winning formula is understanding that how you're really going to win as an online fitness coach in 2024 is that you need to act on the lessons that you've learned. I want you to think about all the lessons that you learned in 2023. You've probably already binge watched a ton of my videos already. Now it's time to implement, okay? It's time for you to go out into the real world and implement your knowledge. Now, assuming you've watched my videos and you have a strategy, the next step is to act on what you know, because having a sense of knowledge is not enough. To know and not to do is not to know. If you know you need to be posting content, but you don't, if you know you need to be tracking your numbers, but you aren't, if you know that there are things you should be doing in your personal life and you're not doing them, then it's time to check in with yourself and start acting on what you know. And here's why. If you don't learn the lesson, you get to repeat the lesson again. Now, I'm sure there's been a ton of lessons in your personal life that you had to repeat because you didn't get it the first time. It could be the boys that you were messing with. It could be the girls that you're messing with. It could be work related. It could be food related, right? Messing up in your diet multiple times and not getting back on track, right? So life is your oyster and you're supposed to be looking for the lessons in everything that you do so that you can find them faster, so that you can evolve faster. From my experience, this is actually how you develop your personal genius. Ryan Holiday has an amazing book called The Obstacle is the Way. Chances are, whatever lesson that you've been repeating more than likely is an obstacle. The only way to get to the next level is by going through the obstacle. You need to go through the obstacle so you can develop your character and develop a new skill set. The skills that you develop will be used along the way to help you. This is how you're going to conquer the level that you're on. And then once you conquer this level, life will reveal a new set of circumstances to you, right? Your whole world will change. Now, your circumstances don't make up who you are at the moment. All they do is reveal yourself to yourself. And you can always change your circumstances by acting on what you know. So ask yourself, is what I want worth it enough to go through the obstacle? If it is, congratulations, you are one step closer to realizing your vision. The last winning formula that I want to give you today in this video is probably the most important one. And that's to never take your eyes off the ball. Here's the reason why. Life will always life. There will always be challenges and obstacles, but you have to have a North Star that you are aiming for so you know how to get back on track when things get off course a little bit. This North Star needs to be the vision for your business. How you're going to be tracking the realization of your vision in real time is by looking at your metrics. So the winning formula, the third one, is you need to be tracking and looking at your metrics and never take your eyes off of your metrics, okay? In business, you need to have metrics that you are tracking every day and every week. If you're a fitness professional, then you are very aware of how much you weigh and what you look like in the mirror. And most of you are also aware of what your macros are. But when it comes to business metrics, if I had to ask you about your business, you couldn't give me exact numbers like you could if you stepped on the scale, or if I asked you what your calories are, or what your macros are, or what your workout split is. How easily that comes to you with fitness, it needs to easily come to you with business as well. This is how you're going to be monitoring the health and progress of your business. Once again, tracking your numbers for your business is kind of like you tracking your macros or tracking how much you weigh. If you got on the scale and it says that you're overweight, right? You're fat, you should probably put the ice cream down. However, if you ignore the signs and you keep eating the ice cream, you're gonna lose your abs, you're gonna feel like shit, and you're going to develop health issues. You could even potentially end up in the hospital or die. right? This same thing can also happen to your business as well. I've seen many fitness coaches kill their own business by not tracking the right metrics, or even worse, not tracking them at all. Tracking your metrics and keeping your eye on the ball brings awareness to you so you can make better business decisions based off of the data. However, you also need to understand why most trainers and coaches take their eyes off the ball. The answer is quite simple. Pretty much you are getting distracted and you haven't created a routine with your new system in place that you are trying to implement to make the process effortless. Your routine is everything. You need to be falling in love with your routine, and everything that you hate doing for your business, you actually need to put that into your daily routine so that you can get to a place where it becomes easier. Having a routine in place for you to track your metrics is going to help you eliminate shiny object syndrome, and it will also act as an anchor so that you can get back on track faster. It's kind of like how all people say that the diet starts on Monday. And when Monday comes around, for some reason, they're nailing their macros, they're crushing their workouts, and they feel like they're on the top of the world, right? They feel like they're the top G. Right? And that's because they developed an anchor, and Monday is that anchor for them. Just like New Year's is an anchor for the average person to get back on track with their diet. So you need anchors set in your business so that you can do your routine properly. If you haven't watched my last video on a day in the life of an online fitness coach, I highly recommend that you watch it. For my business, every Monday I reflect over my personal numbers and I get a daily report from my sales team. However, when I was a fitness coach, I would look at my numbers every single day. I also remember hating doing this process because my numbers sucked so much. I would be in the negative in my bank account sometimes. I would have no sales and my content was trash. However, I had to continue to plot the zeros and all the metrics in my Excel sheet despite how I felt or despite my current circumstance, because I had a strong vision for my business. I knew that I just needed to get better at what I was doing. I needed to get better at the sales process. I needed to get better at posting content and marketing myself and my business. And I needed to get better at managing my business so that I would grow. And the more I started tracking my metrics and keeping my eyes focused on the data and never taking my eyes off the target, my business eventually grew. Now, here's the biggest mistake when it comes to focusing on the goal so that you never take your eyes off the ball. Most coaches take their eyes off the ball when they actually start doing well and they start seeing progress. They think, oh, I'm doing well, so I don't have to work as hard. That's bullshit, and you know it, right? It's kind of like when your client, their big goal and their vision for themselves is to lose 30 pounds and to get a six-pack, right? But they lose 5 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds, they start eating a little bit better, right? They start feeling a little bit healthier, they start seeing some results, and they let their foot off the gas pedal. Which, yes, we are proud of our client for seeing results, but yes, also we want to keep our client aligned to the big vision that they have for themselves, right? And so when you track your numbers and you track your metrics, every time you look at your Excel sheet and you look at your numbers, you're realigning yourself to your vision in real time. So never take your eyes off the ball. Now, I did mention that there were 3 winning formulas, but I do have a bonus tip as a thank you for staying all the way to the end. If you're a person that stayed to the end, comment in the comment section the word winner so I know who the real ones are and I know who stayed all the way to the end. The last tip that I have for you on how to win in 2024 as an online fitness coach is that you need to get into a habit of winning on a daily basis, okay? Winning doesn't always have to be a monetary win. When I was a fitness coach, my weekly wins were posting content, making a sale or booking a call, spending time with my girlfriend, working out, and hitting my macros. I knew that even if I did one of those things on a weekly basis, that would be a win. So the goal now was to incorporate those wins into my daily schedule so that I could always feel like a winner. And feeling like a winner is the secret. Feeling like a winner will boost your confidence and your self-esteem on a daily basis so you can do the required actions for the required results. When you start winning on a daily basis, this is how you're going to create your own internal motivation or self-motivation. The wins will stack up, the wins start to compound, and you'll see wins happening in one area of your life, and then they'll transition to other areas as well. If you are a fitness coach that needs help with creating the right strategy, and you also need help with implementation of the right strategy, then I highly suggest that you join the Fit Boss Blueprints online coaching program, where we help personal trainers and fitness coaches take their business online and scale their business to 6 figures within 6 months or less. Underneath this video, you will see a link to watch our free 45-minute masterclass. And if you like what you hear from that masterclass, then you'll have an opportunity to book a free strategy call with myself and my team. My intention today with this video is so that you can have all the tools that you need to win in 2024. If you liked what you heard, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to drop a comment down below in the comment section. That's it for this video. See you next week. Peace.